Charlie, I have a staff that can take care of this.
Fine, and I've never been comfortable being waited on.
Except at the Bonjour Cafe by Vicky. Seriously, I think you ought to take her advice and not let a couple of minor setbacks prevent you from forging a relationship with your son. Unless you really believe he's better off without you.
Well, he's done fine without me for years.
Speaking as someone who has done her share of deficient parenting, though never for lack of love, you wouldn't get such a strong reaction out of him unless he cared about you deeply. You didn't keep your lunch date because my chauffeur ran out of gas. Explain that to him. He's a smart boy. He'll understand. Unless you don't want him to.
Yeah. What?
You're in a very awkward position. You've got two choices. You can keep Jared's secret or reunite with Vicky. Maybe you've chosen the latter.
No, I am not sending my son to prison.
So you're going to lose them both? I mean, that is really messed up.
Look, the harder I push, the farther I push Jared away from me. I know my own son. I know when it's time to wave the white flag and just back off.
Charlie? Let me fix this for you. Let me wave the white flag. For you?
I'm not willing to take the chance to go to prison myself.
Sure you are.
Excuse me?
What makes you think you can trust John McBain? He knew the boys was yours and lied about it. You make a deal with John McBain, get Marcie off the hook, and then what? John just forgets? What about Gigi and her son? Do you think they're just going to forget?
Doesn't matter.
Did it ever occur to you that John is setting you up for a bigger fall? Where Marcie goes free, you're in the slammer.
If I had known Rex's mother owned this place,
What?
I might have taken my chances with Ramsey.
Sounds like things didn't end that well.
They didn't really end. He just disappeared on me one day, and I hadn't thought about him in a really long time, and then he showed up in Paris looking for Marcie. And I was glad I could help him, with the ring, although that kind of backfired, didn't it?
Well, sounds kind of like poetic justice to me.
I hope he doesn't think I did it on purpose.
Do you really care what he thinks?
No, I don't.
It's a long way from Balsam to a Navy SEAL.
Yeah, well, can you blame a girl for running into the polar opposite direction? I'm gonna check on Shane.
Okay. Who is it?
Delivery.
Hey. How are you?
Was putting out some boxes of Tommy stuff for the Salvation Army. And saw the delivery guy just kind of wandering around out there. What, are you bulking up or what?
No, I got some guests.
Guests?
Yes.
Plural?
Yes, plural. Hey, look, remember when we talked about that plan to help Marcie?
Yeah.
This may be the thing that buys her her freedom.
And what do you care if Marcie rots?
I don't, but you think I'm dumb enough to trade in my freedom because you were dumb enough to make a deal with John McBain? You think he wants to get Marcie off the hook? He wants to punish me, too.
That's not my problem.
Oh, sure it is. We're in this together. But I got you covered. See, John can't guarantee Gigi's silence, but I can.
I appreciate the offer, Dorian, but I don't really think you can fix it.
Oh, at least let me explain to him why you missed the lunch. Really, I feel responsible.
I know that you're hungry. Let me get you a cookie. I know Dorian has cookies around here somewhere.
Honey, do not give him a cookie. He hasn't had dinner.
I would let this child eat anything in this kitchen. He's cranky.
Excuse me, if you give him sugar, he's gonna get even crankier.
For heaven's sake, come on, it's one cookie.
Thank you so much, Charlie. You know what? I'll check the refrigerator. I bet you he likes broccoli. Yummy. Let's see what's in the refrigerator.
Hey, can I hold this little fella?
Ben.
Here.
Oh, sure. You want to go to
There we go.
It's okay.
What a good girl. Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
You're a pretty nice big fella. Now, let me ask you something. Do you got a funny bone? Because my little boy used to have a funny bone, and when I poked him on a funny bone, he just always giggled. You got a funny bone anywhere? You got one here? No? How about there?
That tacky dress you picked out for the wedding, reattach the tags and return it to the 5 and dime rocks, because you're never going to get a chance to be mother of the groom. You know what? You're also never going to get a chance to style Adriana's hair on our wedding day. Not that she was planning on using you anyway.
What? You're trying to hurt me.
You know, maybe you don't care if you lose me. You already gave me up once, missed half my life.
I tried to do the best for you. I thought you'd forgiven me after all these years.
I don't even know what I'm supposed to be forgiving you for.
What's the matter with you? You're in love? You got this gorgeous girl who's got hair like Wednesday of the Addams Family, which, by the way, I can fix. And please don't take after your mama in that one way. You got this fantastic life. Are you going to screw it up?
Okay, so you're saying whatever's inside that envelope is going to screw me up?
No!
I know that you're just trying to protect me, that you're trying to make up for whatever it is that you missed when I was growing up, but I'm a big boy now, Rox. Aunt Corinne told me Wally might not be my real father. And Natty said there was a parade of guys coming and going around the time that I was born. It's a mystery. I'm a detective, and it's about who I am. I can't just let it go. Please tell me the truth.
Well, look what the truth about Tommy's father did for Michael and Marcie. Look, maybe nobody's told you, but, you know, biology is totally overrated. Your real parents are the people that raise you and love you.
Hey, you didn't raise me, Rox. And I didn't have a dad anyway, real, fake, or otherwise. So are you telling me that Wally Balsam isn't my biological father?
No, that's not what I'm telling you.
Okay, if I've got some dad out there and he's still alive, and does he even know that I exist? Because I would like to know him. Don't I rate that after growing up the way I did?
You rate the best, kiddo.
So, please, tell me.
Wally's not your father.
Who is?
It's Charlie Balsam.
I think you've had enough. Okay, why don't you go inside and play your video games?
You're telling me to play video games?
Well, I can't exactly tell you to do homework now, can I?
Well, I already told you. I finished the one game I have.
All right, then watch TV.
Without cable, there's hardly any picture, you know.
He seems pretty thrilled to be here.
Hey, he's thrilled he got to miss his math test in Paris. And if he had any idea what kind of danger he was in.
No. He's not in danger anymore. You're with John. There's no way anything's gonna happen to you or Shane.
Charlie Balsam. The same Charlie Balsam who's living in Dorian's house?
That's him.
Who had no clue who I am, who had no clue who Corinne and Wally were.
That's right.
Aunt Corinne didn't know who he was either.
Well, he was a distant cousin of Wally's, and maybe she didn't know him, but even if she did, what makes you think she wasn't lying to you?
Why?
Just trying to protect you like I was?
Why don't you want me to know Charlie? He seems like a nice guy.
Oh, yeah, he's a nice guy. He's a bit of a loser. Doesn't have a place of his own to this very day, as you well know. So way back, he shows up on our doorstep, drunk as a skunk, and Wally feels sorry for him, so he tells him that he can spend the night, and then Wally goes off to work. Charlie was a fine-looking guy. And, you know, Wally hadn't touched me in months. Hey, look, I was young, you know, what can I say?
So that's how it came to be. A one-night stand.
So maybe you'd rather Wally be your father after all.
How do you know it wasn't Wally?
I told you, Wally hadn't put his hands on me in months, except to slap me around.
So Charlie knows about me.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't know anything about you. I'm telling you, it was a one-night stand. I mean, I hadn't seen him, you know, until the other day. Listen, you know, I know you wanted your real daddy to be an improvement over Wally. And believe me, if he was, I would have told you a long time ago.
You know, it's starting to make sense.
In what way?
Even though he didn't know that he was my dad, the way he came to my rescue, he saved my life, Rox. Charlie saved my life.